If you are thinking of staying at Hotel Clover Singapore, then this is the video for you. This is Hunter from Around the World on $80, and I was concerned about staying at Hotel Clover the Arts in Singapore due to some of the negative reviews I'd read online. I've stayed here 1 week and I would like to share my experience of Hotel Clover in case it helps you decide whether to stay here or not, especially if those negative reviews online have got you sitting on the fence. In this video, I'm going to review the reviews that I found on Booking.com and Google Maps. Now, I am judging these reviews based on my one experience in this one room, so perhaps I just got lucky. I'll also tell you the price I paid. I'm also going to tell you the exact room I stayed in, so when you book, you can request for it knowing you're guaranteed to get a good room. But before all that, let's do a quick room tour. Bedroom, shower, toilet, done. Tour over. Just kidding, let's go a bit more in depth this time. So let's start with the artwork. It's the main attraction of the room, I would say. It makes it very bright, doesn't it? It really brightens up the room. It's quite happy, colourful. The bed, I have to say it's a very comfortable bed. Nice hard mattress, I like that as well. Big one for me is the aircon. I couldn't live here at all without the aircon. And there are some comments about it online. I'll come back to those later. We've kind of got television, kettle, I guess all the usual little things that you'd expect. That's my mess, don't worry about that. Place to put your clothes over here, little cupboard kind of thing. Apparently there's a safe, I haven't used it yet. And you get like a little fridge freezer. Yes, there's a basin, a little bit weird, it is right by the bed, but it's kind of fine, I don't mind that at all. And what I love, and I wish more hotels would do this, is, I don't know if you can see that, but it's international mains. Please, can every hotel in the world just do this? Let's have a quick spin around of the room. It's all quite clean, isn't it? Nice. And as you can see, it is a windowless room. I knew that in advance. I'm actually okay with it. And again, I'll tackle that later on in this video. There's the shower. The shower's absolutely fine. It's kind of big enough. A shower head, all that kind of thing. All the thing you'd expect from a shower, so ignore those negative reviews. It's clean, it's got everything you need in here. And most importantly, hot water galore. And finally, toilet. Does toilety things, as you'd expect. Again, it's all clean, so not like the reviews you've seen online. There's loo roll, there's kind of a bum gun if you're into that kind of thing. Yeah, storage space up there. Perfect, just does toilety things as expected. So let's kick off reviewing those reviews.
Aircon seems to be submerged in the sea aquarium.
The aircon is faulty, making loud noises early in the morning.
The air conditioning flooded the room.
The aircon in the room was noisy. Air conditioning sounded like a swimming pool.
The air conditioning makes a gurgling noise.
The air conditioning fan was very noisy.
A few people were complaining about the very noisy aircon. Honestly, I just don't have that problem. Let's try it, let's switch it on now. You know, it's not bad. This is a split air conditioning system, so we have the box here obviously, but the big motor will be somewhere on the roof so we don't hear that. If you travelled a lot around Asia, Philippines, Vietnam, Cambodia, places like that, you'll know the other types, the one that's just a box in the wall and it just pops out the other side. It's all just inbuilt into one box, and those are like jet engines in your face. It's really hard to sleep with those, so I personally find this very quiet. In fact, how about I'll take off this microphone. Let's put the microphone up to the aircon. How does that sound? I think it's fine. I think it's very quiet. So let's review the reviews. Aircon noisy? False.
Staff are not friendly and so rude to us.
Staff is not very friendly.
The girl at the counter was very rude. Staff was a little bit impatient and rude.
I didn't like the girl who spoke Filipino. She's like a tiger that will bite you. She sounds angry because of her tone. She's so scary, and my husband doesn't want to approach her because of her dragon attitude. Sorry about the terms I use, but she's a dragon tiger to me.
Another thing that people complain about is the rudeness of the staff. Again, from my own personal experience, I've had no issues at all. The cleaners have been lovely whenever I've asked for something, whatever it might be, like new towels, they have it immediately. Whenever I've gone down to reception, and if a guy is there, and I'll tackle that one in a minute, he's been very helpful. Whatever questions I might have, if it's about cheap places to eat or where to print something, documentation, he's been absolutely fine, very friendly. All the staff here seem friendly. So, review the reviews, unfriendly staff, false.
Reception is almost never manned.
No reception staff most of the time.
Nobody in the reception.
From the point we stepped into the hotel, there was no one manning the front desk.
Reception often not staffed.
Receptionist was not at desk for a long time when checked in.
There was hardly ever front desk staff.
Plenty of people have complained that the front desk is unmanned. And that I actually do agree with. I've been down there many times and I think only once have I actually seen someone manning the desk. So, review the reviews. Unmanned desk. True.
Rooms are very small. It felt like I was living in someone's closet.
If you're claustrophobic, you're in trouble. The rooms are tiny, tiny.
Rooms are too small.
Rooms are too small to move your body. Room way too small, almost claustrophobic.
Really small room. I couldn't even open my luggage. I had to climb into the bed.
Very small, congested room. You have to climb into bed. There's no space to walk to the bed.
Many people have said that the rooms are very small. I've stayed in tiny rooms in Japan, so I can quite easily compare to those kind of rooms. And this room, it really isn't that small. Some people have said that once the luggage is on the floor, there's just no space left, and that's not true. I've stayed in places in Japan where that literally is the case, where once your luggage is on the ground, there's not 1 centimetre for you to put your foot, and you have to clamber over your luggage. But this is fine. Look, I can walk around. We've got more over here. Again, it's not a super large 5-star room, but then the price you're paying is minimal. Review the reviews. Small room. False.
We have called about 8 times, but no one even attended to our call.
There was a leak in the sink, but no one fixed it.
People have complained that the maintenance is poor in the hotel and things don't get fixed. Unfortunately, I have to agree with that one. Here's our sink, and we've had a leak since we moved in, and if I just shine a torch, I don't know if you can see that very well, we've just had this huge, big enough leak. So if I switch a tap on, and we'll be able to see like water kind of dripping out there. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's water kind of dripping out and just creating this puddle. So I reported it on day 1, and we were told a maintenance guy would come here and fix it, and that hasn't happened even after chasing up. So, review the reviews, poor maintenance, true.
Walls are dirty with mould.
The walls were stained and the shower head not clean.
Mold on the windows.
People were complaining about mold on the walls, dirt, that kind of thing. Again, I found this really pretty clean. I just haven't seen anything, if I nitpick, there's some scratches there, and that's probably just someone's luggage, Again, there's nothing really to complain about. If we go into the bathroom, walls here, they're all clean. There's no mold. Along the top of the sink, absolutely fine. Might even be new paint, I don't know, but it looks fantastic. No issues here. Let's go into the shower. Again, no issues, clean wall. Review the reviews, mold on the wall, false.
Only one device can have internet.
The Wi-Fi connection was quite poor.
Wi-Fi is really weak, very slow, and was not working for the majority of our stay.
I couldn't get free Wi-Fi at all during my stay. There was no connection even for a moment.
The disappointment for us was the Wi-Fi, which was hardly 1 megabit per second.
What I really don't like, and what is an absolute must for me, was the internet speed.
The Wi-Fi network is really bad enough that I can't even get a picture out.
People were complaining about Wi-Fi speed. I'm going to set off a speed test here so we can see for ourselves what it's actually like. I don't find it too bad. Again, this isn't going to set the world alight. We're not talking like 100 megabit per second, but these are kind of fine for the area. So what have we got there? About 9-ish kind of download. Let's do the upload now. As long as it's about 4 or 5 onwards, you can work with that kind of thing. Yeah, so there we go. What's that? 8, Yeah, it's not too bad. It hasn't been too bad here. You know, it's going to take a little while to download things, but only super large files. So final result for this seems to be, I don't know if you can see that, but it's about 9.39 download and 7.16 upload. Review the reviews. Bad internet. False.
Some ants on the bed.
There were quite a few ants and small insects.
We saw bedbugs at night.
Some guests have reported ants, cockroaches, bed bugs. Again, I haven't seen any problems here. In Asia, I'll be very careful. As soon as I enter my room, the first thing I'll do is check the bed. I'll use either a torch like this one or the torch on my mobile phone. I'll check everything. I'll pull out the bed, I'll shine the torch down, see if anything runs away. I've had that a couple of times where little bed bugs have run away. There's nothing here. There's no ants, there's no bed bugs, there's no cockroaches. It's absolutely clean. And I even checked underneath the bed, which is also one of my checks that I always do. Absolutely clean. There's no, again, no insects, no dirt, nothing. Absolutely 10 out of 10 clean. Review the reviews. False.
The room did not have windows.
Some rooms didn't even have a window, which is disgusting.
Doesn't have any window.
The rooms do not have any windows, on the other hand. Claustrophobic.
Guests have complained that it's a windowless room. Personally, I prefer that it's a windowless room. If you've ever stayed in places like Vietnam or Philippines or Cambodia, it's noisy outside. So the last thing you want is all that noise and light coming through the window. So I kind of like this. I really do like this. There's no noise coming through at night, there's no traffic noise. I mean, Singapore's quiet, but I'm talking about other places. Just in general, I prefer a windowless, and it's the same thing here. So personally, I booked this knowing it was windowless, and that I like that it's windowless. Review the review. Windowless room. True, but it's a good thing.
Walking distance to Chinatown, Clarke Quay and Singapore's CBD.
The location of the hotel was very good.
Location is excellent.
Conveniently situated at the centre of everything.
We love the location for sightseeing, shopping and dining.
Optimal location for visiting the whole city.
The location is perfect.
Pretty much everyone says the location is amazing, and that's personally why I took the risk and booked this hotel, even though many reviews were negatives. So there are plenty of places within walking distance, such as the Merlion, Orchard Road, City Centre, numerous shopping centres, Marina Bay. Clarke Quay MRT is 1 block away from here, and there's tasty eateries right outside the hotel front door. Review the reviews. Location is amazing. True. And finally, the price. I paid $76 per night. I'm pretty sure I paid top price as I didn't have time to negotiate or shop around. So I'm sure with a little bit of perseverance, you could get it way cheaper than $76. And finally, if you want this exact room, which I can guarantee is good, except for that little leak, and hopefully they fix that by the time you get here, I'm going to tell you the room number now. It's 511. Overall, I rate Hotel Clover a 5 out of 5, taking into account the price. And that's the really important bit. If you're on a super tight budget, then you can't expect a 5-star high-end luxury stay. Personally, I'm glad I ignored the negative reviews because I enjoyed my time in Singapore, and in this hotel, because it's cheap, central, does the job. If my video doesn't answer all your questions, please ask in the comments below and I'll see if I can answer you.